out to the left. Flicked on by Perraud. Akanji will cut it out. Cross back to Ederson. Oh, risky touch from Ederson as Adam Armstrong sprinted at him. And he's forced to play the ball out of play on the opposite touchline. Salisu lets the ball run across his body. De Bruyne is closing him down. Goes up to the left for Perraud. He touches it out of the air well. Works it up the line for Aribo. Crossing opportunity now. He goes first time. Ruben Diaz has come out well to meet it and blocks. Paston Daka has just given Leicester the lead away at Bournemouth. The only goal to report so far in the Premier League today. Diallo's done well to win a ball back from a throw in there. Perraud, crossing opportunity. Hooks it to the back post. Ederson gets there first. Brentford have just taken the lead in Newcastle. Mbeumo the scorer. Meanwhile, Bernardo Silva works back to Ake. Rodri out to Cancelo on the left. Good work this from City, but as I say, that Cancelo gives it away. Way too much weight on the attempted pass. It runs through to Bazunu. Rebo. Oh, good touch from Armstrong. Trying to get away from Akanji, but once again Ruben Diaz always there to sweep things up. Bernardo Silva. Oh, clever touch from him to convince Che Adams he had a chance of poking the ball away there, and then all of a sudden it's gone. Foden running at Bella-Kotchap. Forced backwards. Cancelo. Rodri. Akanji. Rodri. De Bruyne. Turns and is fouled by Walker Peters there. The Mbeumo goal at Newcastle has just been ruled out for offside. Paston Daka's goal was also checked for offside, but that one allowed to stand. Ivan Toney offside in the build-up to Mbeumo's goal, is what I'm seeing. Long ball for Cancelo. Appeals for offside. I think he's on. Mahrez is unmarked to the back post. If he can get the early cross in outside of the boot. Mahrez over the crossbar. Big opportunity that for Man City. Not the easiest chance for Mahrez to take on the volley. Great move from City. I think Cancelo actually might have just been offside as the ball comes over to him. Mahrez allowed to float to the back post completely unmarked despite two defenders being inside the box. The ball's bouncing. Cancelo on the left side with the outside of his right boot hooks a perfect ball to Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez just tries to open up his body, side foot it in, lifts it just over the crossbar. Offside not given. I think the goal would have stood. Goal kick for Southampton taken long. One back by City through Ake. Diaz doubling up on Adams there again. I think in possession, it is fair to say that City are reverting into a 3-back. Akanji coming more inside, as well as Diaz playing in the middle. Cancelo just pushing on, becoming part of that attack. Here is Cancelo to Foden. Oh, he's whipped a lovely ball for Haaland. Bazuni's not going to come. Oh, and Haaland's hit the post. You'd have put the house on Erling Haaland burying that one. It was on his right foot. He was at a full sprint. He did have to take it first time. But it's Erling Haaland, isn't it? Great ball from Foden. Haaland on his right foot. So much power on it as he diverts it goalwards. Bazunu thought about coming and then realises the sheer pace of Haaland. Backs off. Haaland takes the shot. It cannons off the inside of the post. You think it's going to nestle in the net. Just bounces out. Inside a quarter of an hour here. It remains Manchester City, Southampton 0-0. But that was a huge chance for Erling Haaland. A half chance by anybody else's measures, but well, you just think anything he touches is going to turn to gold at the moment, don't you? Here's Cancelo for City. Forced back to Ake. This is Bernardo Silva on his left. Bernardo brings it up to the halfway line. Solid block of black Southampton shirts there. He switches it well to Mahrez. To wriggle away from the challenge there, Mahrez rolls it back to Akanji. Here's Ruben Diaz. Rodri pressed by Aribo, goes back to Diaz. Bernardo Silva is closed down just as quickly by James Ward-Prowse. He has to go back to Diaz again. Now Ake brings it to the halfway line, gives it left to João Cancelo. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Ake. Cancelo again. Once again back to Ake. Just they're so patient with the ball, Manchester City, and then all of a sudden they find that opening. One ball over the top for Haaland or Foden or Cancelo, and off they go. Kevin De Bruyne hasn't seen too much of the ball today. He's staying out on the right with most of the play going up the left. Here it goes left again with Bernardo Silva hooking one out to Cancelo. He's going to run at Kyle Walker-Peters. He gets inside. Past Armstrong too. Hooks his cross in. No, it's beyond Riyad Mahrez. Far post. Not the quality of ball we're used to seeing from Cancelo, and it's a goal kick. Create something here, Southampton, as Ake struggles to get it away. On the second opportunity he does. Here's Foden. Oh, he surely should have used Haaland on his left there. Went right for De Bruyne instead. Clearly Haaland the quicker of the two. So he's trying to unleash a counter-attack. City win the ball back again though. Relentless spell of possession from them. De Bruyne up to Mahrez on the right. Captain receives it back, goes inside to Rodri. He sprays it out nicely on his left foot for João Cancelo. Oh, brilliant footwork from Cancelo. He's having a great game to the byline. Blocked, and it's the first corner of the game for Manchester City. 18 minutes gone. Man City 0, Southampton 0. João Cancelo looking the main threat in Sky Blue this afternoon. Really impressive step overs from him to get away from his man and then work the ball into the box. De Bruyne's corner. Ake jumping for it. Drops for a Mahrez volley. That's high and wide. Never divert that one goalwards. Relief of the pressure for Southampton for the time being. Goal kick from Bazunu out to the left, just about makes it to the halfway line, but it's won by Mahrez. Rodri does really well to get away from the pressure. Foden has clearly been fouled there by Walker-Peters, but referee waves and play on as he worked it around the corner to Cancelo. Cancelo fakes right, then left, into the box. Cancelo's shot and he scores! Brilliant, brilliant football from João Cancelo. And he's deserved that goal just inside 20 minutes. The Portuguese number 7, arguably the Premier League's best Portuguese number 7 at the moment, finds his finish on his left foot. He picked it up about 40 yards from goal, sprinted towards the box, faked a shot once on his left and again on his right, cutting both ways. Yeah, he completely sells James Ward-Prowse there, gets away from the Southampton skipper, and then drills his shot on his left foot past Bazunu into the bottom corner. Top quality from João Cancelo. And well done to referee Andy Madley as well for playing the advantage there, because Foden was on the end of a nasty late challenge from Kyle Walker-Peters. He could have easily blown his whistle straight away on instinct there, but allowed the play to go on as Foden, just before he was nicked, had worked it really well around the corner to Cancelo to unleash that Manchester City attack. So City 1, Southampton 0. And Kyle Walker-Peters gets the late yellow card. Bazunu. It's Bella Kotchap. Goes long for Adam Armstrong. Bounces and runs through to Edison. Thrown over arm by him up to Bernardo Silva. Brings it deep, seeing little options, and then gives it back to Ake. The line for Cancelo. He loses possession for perhaps the first time today. Never mind, it wasn't Cancelo, it was Foden. Hard to tell over in the small portion of the stadium that isn't under shadow on the far side. Walker-Peters. Diallo. Ward-Prowse. The line for Walker-Peters. Brilliant sliding challenge from Cancelo. Dinks it over Ward-Prowse's head for Phil Foden. Launches a long ball. Aiming for Haaland, but the ball was just got out of play just before. Mahrez winning the ball back for Manchester City, doing his defensive duties today, Mahrez. Akanji fires it inside to Edison. Diaz. Back to Edison, under no pressure at all from anybody in black. He picks out Mahrez. Doesn't have time to touch it down as Perraud presses. He's touched it around Akanji. Diaz is once again across the cover. Really impressive start to this fixture from Ruben Diaz are over a quarter of the way through now, 23 minutes on the clock. 1-0 to Manchester City as Diaz hooks it forward for Mahrez once more. Now is Ward-Prowse. Southampton haven't had a hold of the ball at all this afternoon. On ball looking for Kyle Walker-Peters, bounces and is claimed by Edison. His kick finds Foden, he's unable to head it onto De Bruyne though. Zunu's kick. Long is cut out instantly by Ake, Rodri, Akanji. His pass just short of Haaland. Aribo, Perraud, Salisu. Back to Bazunu under pressure from Haaland. Bella-Kotchap back to Bazunu. Long ball is won again by Manchester City. Here goes Riyad Mahrez, bursting to the edge of the box, tried to touch it round Salisu into the box. Ghanaian defender just about did enough at the expense of a corner. Mahrez wants to take it quickly. And the idea's gone. He's now told Rodri to get himself into the box as well. Haaland is joined by his former Dortmund teammate Akanji. Plenty of options in there for Manchester City. Mahrez swings it in. Won by a Southampton head. Not out of danger yet though. Clearance is surely blocked by the arm of Ake there. Yes it is. Southampton free kick. Not intentional by Ake, I should point out. It's just blasted into his underarm as he was running back. Southampton take it, I'm sure. Any relief of pressure here. Proud to Salisu. Salisu's long ball seen by Akanji back to Diaz. Bernardo out to João Cancelo on the left. Bernardo gets it back on the halfway line. Works it to Cancelo again. Foden. Bernardo drifting inside. Out to Foden. Changes the 1-2 with Cancelo. Goes all the way back to Ake inside Manchester City's half. Thirds outfielder back in sky blue. Akanji, De Bruyne, Mahrez. Nice link up of passes. Fizz back to Akanji in the end. It's Ruben Diaz. Foden. Cancelo. Uses Foden again on the overlap. His cross is blocked. It's a throw in. Cancelo takes quickly to Bernardo Silva. Absolutely relentless this from Manchester City. It's Akanji. De Bruyne. Ake fizzes it out to Cancelo on the left. Oh, he's found Foden in the box. Can't quite get the shooting angle. De Bruyne. It's cross. Salisu gets his head on it before Haaland. Bernardo Silva on the end of the clearance. Bella-Kotchap. Awkward one for him under the pressure from Bernardo Silva. He eventually hooks it clear. Nobody's on the end of it in a black shirt though. Ruben Diaz will collect it and try and bring it forward for Manchester City once again. Akanji over the halfway line of Mahrez. Excuse me. Get Haaland off the mind. Of course, for all the talking we do about him in the build-up, he doesn't touch the ball too often for Manchester City. But when he does, you can almost guarantee something's about to happen. Newcastle have taken the lead against Brentford. As I say, Brentford actually took the lead earlier on. That one was ruled out for offside. And now Newcastle lead. Bruno Guimaraes with the goal. Kieran Trippier with the assist. It's Cancelo with a cross. Blocked by Bella-Kotchap. Slightly awkward one for him. He's hooked it around for a corner. (2-0) now for Newcastle. Look at Murphy with the goal. The Callum Wilson assist there. De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva. Clever one from Mahrez. Can't find the shooting angle on the edge of the box. Back to De Bruyne. First time cross. To Haaland at the back post. Really brave block from, I think it's Che Adams who's dived in to block that. It is. Hits his upper arm, not in any way that would indicate it's a handball. Akanji will take the throw in line with the edge of the box on this near side. For Foden. Looked to be creating something there, City, and then Foden's just giving it away. Adam Armstrong tries to touch it around Ake. Ake got the block in there. Southampton take the throw in. Walker Peters back to Bella-Kotchap. Bazunu to Salisu. Aribo. Salisu. Cut out by City again. Here's Rodri. Ake. Rodri. Ake again. Long ball for Foden. Can't get past Bella-Kotchap, goes back to Cancelo. Turns by Bazunu and moves as far as Rodri, heads it to Foden. Drives into the box, has a shot, Foden, good save at the near post from Bazunu. Confusion from the Southampton defenders as to who's getting rid of it. Bella-Kotchap half gets the job done. Brought out from Stuart Armstrong. 1-2 between him and Diallo. And they lose the ball again. De Bruyne uses Foden. Shooting opportunities, dinked it. Oh, what a finish that is from Phil Foden. It is Manchester City 2, Southampton 0, just past the half-hour mark. Southampton caught messing about in possession. Nobody knew who was getting rid of that one. And then City so decisive once they're on the ball. De Bruyne rolls it to Foden. And he's in some form at the minute, isn't he, Phil Foden? Clearly onside as the replay shows. And he dinks it past Bazunu and past the arriving Southampton defenders perfectly into the right side of the net from the left. Great finish from Phil Foden. And a totally deserved 2-0 lead for Manchester City. This one might well be over already. Southampton have shown absolutely nothing here. And I'm not sure whether it's to their discredit or to just sheer credit of Manchester City. They have been outstanding here. Salisu. It's a ball from Perrault. Back to Bazunu, who's closed down by De Bruyne. His first touch wasn't the best. He manages to clear it, but I'll be grateful that was De Bruyne and not Haaland in this case there. Edison receives it from Ake after the long ball. Rodri gives it back to Ake again. Just everybody in the City side on the same wavelength, so composed with the ball. So comfortable receiving it and moving it around. Rodri gives it to Bernardo Silva again. Up the line for Foden once more. He tries to cross, it's blocked, and it will be another Manchester City corner. Corner. Looking for Haaland, but well claimed by Bazunu there. Walker Peters. Just one ball cut out by Ake. Haaland losing out toward Prowse. Bellicott, Chapel could run for Carl Walker-Peters. Works up the line. Cleared by City. Here's a rebound for Southampton. Chance for them to create something as they go down the right for Adam Armstrong. Che Adams is arriving in the box for him if he can work across beyond Nathan Ake. Cancelo's arrived to support the Dutchman. Armstrong has to go back to Stuart Armstrong. Adam Armstrong receives it again. Walker Peters all the way back to Bellicott up on the halfway line. Salisu. And now Southampton falls back into their own half. And now they go all the way back to the goalkeeper. Thought they had something for a moment there, Southampton. Surely no harm at this point. And Bazunu has just kicked the ball straight out of play. Surely there'd have been no harm in Adam Armstrong at least trying to work across around Nathan Ake there, because Che Adams had actually burst through with him and worked his way into a good position at the back post. And all they've ended up doing 1 minute later is handing possession back to Manchester City. Chance to catch them on the break there. That's how you're going to have to do it, lads. At the Etihad, 2-0 down. Anyway, Bernardo Silva gives the ball to Ake. Gets it back, Bernardo. Works it inside to Ruben Diaz. Bernardo. To Cancelo on the left. Inside to Rodri. Good touch from him away from Diallo. And another one away from Armstrong. Gives it back to Bernardo Silva. Nice outside of the boot. Switch from him to another Kanji on this near side. Diaz. Cancelo. Diaz has it again. Fakes using Akanji to get away from Adams, and then goes up to Ake instead on the left. Certainly targeting this left-hand side, Manchester City. Foden has committed a foul on this occasion then. Zunu gives it to Diallo and gets it back. This time goes out right to Walker Peters. Armstrong. Back to Bazunu. Salisu. Inside of James Ward-Prowse. Diallo goes back to Bazunu. One kick from him. It's touched by Armstrong. Straight into the path of Rodri. Chance for City to attack again. Haaland. Can't quite touch it around Salisu. Never really in position there, Haaland. It was just a ball that bounced off a few bodies. Might have dropped for him. He got one chance to touch it and couldn't quite poke it beyond Salisu to spring away. Adam Armstrong on the left. Akanji's done well to defend it. Rodri works it to Akanji. So this first burst forward of the game here. He's worked it to the edge of the box for Kevin De Bruyne. Haaland, right-footed shot, blocked. And Bazunu will stop it from going out for a corner. Belakotchap. Kyle Walker-Peters. Back to Belakotchap. Bazunu. Awkward run for Salisu. Back to Bazunu. Closed down by Mahrez. Mahrez still going. Bazunu has to kick it long out to the right. Walker-Peters touches it straight into the path of Cancelo. Now here goes City again. They can easily exploit the gap that he's left. Pass inside to Rodri, can't quite get away. Passes it back to Ake. Rodri has it again. Patience in the build-up once more from City. Cancelo works it back to Ake. Here's Ruben Diaz. Ake, Rodri. Back inside to Diaz. Erling Haaland. Looked to be good footwork from him, but to pass out to Riyad Mahrez on the right, not the best. Close, or safe, sorry, to call it a quiet first half for Erling Haaland. Of course, he did hit the post at 0-0. Just a few minutes left of this first half, though. He's yet to contribute. Not like him. Edison for City. Diaz. Back to his goalkeeper. Bernardo Silva works it to Ake. Now inside for Edison. Akanji. Edison. Sprayed out to Cancelo on the left. Suddenly City are away again. Cancelo's got runners inside. One of them is Foden. Here he is. Foden trying to get it back to Cancelo on the overlap in the box. Didn't come off. City win it back as Southampton try and play out. Foden. Rodri. Doing well to keep the pressure on between them. Cancelo's cross. Looking for Haaland. Salisu gets it away. Foden. Cross is blocked. Back out to Rodri this time. His cross for Haaland. Salisu wins again. Belakotchap away. Back into the box. Foden closes it down. Belakotchap has to clear. Ake on the end of the long ball fighting with Che Adams. And the Scot is fouled. The City man. Into that passage of play. Mahrez. So to Bernardo Silva. Akanji. Rodri. Looks out to Cancelo on the left. Bernardo. Rodri. Ruben Diaz. Rodri. Into the feet of Haaland. Foden. Haaland. Foden! Awkward volley on the turn for him is over and wide. Salisu, Perraud. That's a name I haven't mentioned in a while. City doing all their attacking up the left. Clearly looking to exploit the gap between Walker-Peters and Bella-Kotchap. Bazunu. Closed down there by Foden. He works it toward Prowse. Prowse puts it around the corner for Perraud. Not the best first touch from him, but there's nobody in a sky blue shirt near enough to give him any issues. Adam Armstrong is floated out to the left now. Inside to Stuart Armstrong. Volley! Oh, just over the bar. Best shot of the game from a Southampton player. I think it's the only one in truth. Armstrong sets it up nicely for himself. Cuts across the volley with his right foot. I think it's fair to say only 5 or 6 inches over the crossbar. Always rising, mind you, but enough to make Edison dive. Rodri. Lovely switch ball for Riyad Mahrez, who's got Kevin De Bruyne on the overlap now, and he's used him. Cleared. Akanji's volley. High and wide. Half time at the Vitality Stadium, where it's Bournemouth 0, Leicester 1. And half time here at the Etihad, where it's Manchester City 2, Southampton 0. One of the most dominant halves of football I've seen in a long, long time, and Erling Haaland hasn't even got going yet. Manchester City taking the lead through... somebody remind me. They took the lead anyway. João Cancelo, of course. Been 2-1 it this afternoon, although he did hit the post early on at 0-0. 2-0 at the break for Manchester City. I'm sure there'll be more goals to come in the second half, so stick with us. We'll be back on Flash Score in about 10 minutes' time for the second. City just exposing Southampton's right-hand side, and all their attacking down the left. City. Erling Haaland hasn't really got going yet, and I think that will be of a concern to Southampton, because it feels almost inevitable that he will at some point. I wonder if any tactical changes will be made by Ralph Hasenhüttl at half-time. He's a man under pressure. Doubt he will have been expected to get a result here, albeit, but certainly a better performance will be wanted in the second half. Don't see any personnel changes from the Saints, but perhaps a tactical change as Adam Armstrong gets the ball moving for the second half. Goes back to Bazunu, who kicks long. There's one in the air by Rodri. It's Bella Kotchap for Southampton. Walker Peters, close down by Haaland, goes back to Bella Kotchap. Through to Bazunu, goalkeeper. Back up to the German centre half. Sends it up the line, one in the air by Ake. Prowse gets the next ball. Rebo can't touch it beyond Bernardo Silva. Ake. Field to Rodri. Advances it nicely for Foden. Good touch from him. Spins away from Armstrong. Works it left to Cancelo. Cancelo fizzes it back to Ake. Diaz. Akanji. Mahrez exchanges a nice 1-2 with De Bruyne down the right. Now De Bruyne's into a crossing opportunity. He's in the box. Oh, perhaps just took a touch too many. It's blocked. Bernardo! Wide of the mark on the volley. De Bruyne. Plenty of green grass to run out there. Took it all the way into the box. Perhaps just one touch too many. Invited James Ward-Prowse to come across and block De Bruyne's ball into the box. And then from that block, it looked to set up nicely for Bernardo Silva on the volley. Just drove it into the surface, wide of the mark. Southampton go again with Perau. Aribo. Perau try to touch it back to Aribo with the back heel. Doesn't come off. Not the time to be doing those when you're 2-0 down, chaps. City back in possession. Rodri out to Akanji. The halfway line. To Mahrez. Bernardo Silva. Akanji. Diaz. Akanji. And for Bernardo Silva, he works it back to the Swiss. Just across field for Ake. Diaz. Ake. Cancelo. Ake. Back to Edison. Better press from Southampton here. There's one man who can cut straight through it, though, is Edison. Finds Foden. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. De Bruyne. Mahrez. Can he get across in here? Works it into the box. Wants it on his left foot, of course. De Bruyne. Cross, turn, shot. Turn, cross again. Foden keeps it alive at the back post. Here's Rodri. Akanji. Lets Mahrez take over. Noticeable tactical tweak from Manchester City in this second half. Hold on, Cancelo gets his way into the box here. Back to Rodri. Nice ball for Mahrez. Volley! Oh, what a goal that is from Manchester City. Riyad Mahrez volleys home Rodri's ball. And it's Man City 3, Southampton 0. And I was just about to draw attention to the fact that Rodri and Bernardo Silva are now playing very clearly as a double pivot, with Rodri on the left and Bernardo on the right, so both cutting inside onto their stronger feet. And that's exactly how this one's played out. Cancelo brings it to the edge of the box on the left, few step overs, cuts back, Gives it to Rodri, 25 yards from goal. Rodri, one touch onto his right foot, across goal, to the back post. There is Riyad Mahrez arriving in acres of space as Perraud has come across to double up on Haaland with Salisu. And Mahrez catches it sweetly, volleys it into the ground and across the face of goal. 3-0 Man City. Salisu. Back to Bazunu. The Kotchap closed down quickly by Foden. Oh, and he's given it away here to Cancelo. Cancelo's cross. It's beyond Haaland and it's headed out for a corner by Salisu. Foden will take the corner out, swinger. Headed away. Armstrong tries to bring it out of the box. Mahrez is there to keep it alive for City. Switches it nicely for De Bruyne. Just about gets it beyond Ward-Prowse. Cancelo's now on the right. Mahrez. To Rodri. Back up to Foden, who's remained on the left. Haaland! Just wide of the mark, Erling Haaland. He's done well to get a shot off at all there. But once Haaland does a shot, you expect it to rustle that net, don't you? Foden has drilled it towards him at the near post. Haaland on the stretch managed to turn it goalwards, but never really going to trouble the keeper, that one. Southampton tried to play out. Eventually Bazunu's forced into the long kick. Comes back their way, Walker-Peters. Belakotchap's clearance. Che Adams flicks it on only into Ake, but he has it again, Che Adams. Good switch out to Adam Armstrong on the left. Diallo. Perraud. Diallo. Perraud back to Diallo. Salisu. Belakotchap. Bazunu. Long kick. One by Ake again. Defenders under 6 foot, of course, few and far between. A lot of question marks when Manchester United signed Sandro Martinez from Ajax, but Nathan Ake, all 5'10" of him, has won just about everything in the air today. Rodri to Ake. Cancelo inside Southampton's half, wins a throw-in. Off Kyle Walker-Peters. Ivan Toney's just scored a penalty for Brentford at Newcastle. De Bruyne here putting Salisu under pressure. Ball back to Bazunu. His kick cut out by Cancelo. Rodri. Cancelo again. Touches it round. Stuart Armstrong, he's been fouled there. City took the free kick short. Bernardo Silva has worked it across from the left to the right. Kanji. Diaz. Foden. Picking the ball up deeper. A lovely switch from him for Riyad Mahrez. Dribbles easily past Aribo. Cross. It's over Haaland. Drops to Cancelo. And he's won a corner off Kyle Walker-Peters as Chelsea go 2-0 up against Wolves. Christian Pulisic adds to the goal scored on the stroke of half time by Kai Havertz, both assisted by Mason Mount. Corner cleared back out to the taker, Foden. On the left hand side. Salisu wins a goal kick off him, has he not? No, referee says another corner. Clearly the last touch came off Phil Foden there. Controversial if City get something from this. They might well, with a Kanji, cross, blocked. City keeping it alive though, just not rushing things. Rodri. To De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva. Cross. Oh, Haaland couldn't get on the end of that one either. Mahrez into the box against Aribo. Cancelo. Mahrez. Bernardo Silva gets it from Ake on the halfway line. Still in possession here, City. Forced back by Southampton. Rodri. Cancelo. Mahrez. Cancelo touches it back to Akanji. Ruben Diaz with an Ake. De Bruyne has worked it up the line for Foden. Oh, he's done really well to work it back to Kevin De Bruyne. Cross! Haaland! Oh! How hasn't he scored? The City players are saying that it's because he's been fouled. Let's have a look. Cross from De Bruyne. Oh, has Salisu got hold of the back of Haaland's shirt there? Manchester City are going to make a substitution. Phil Foden. Really impressive. He's going to go off. Be replaced by the £100 million man, Jack Grealish. Bruno Guimaraes has a second. Newcastle's third. They lead Brentford by 3-1. Ruben Diaz to Akanji. One ball is seen through to Bazunu. Run for Salisu, back to Bazunu, he kicks long. No prizes for guessing how that one ends up. Back by Manchester City. Ahead to Cancelo. Back over on the left. Nice combination between he and Bernardo Silva. Akanji. Haaland. Just come deep for a touch. Plays it to De Bruyne. Grealish. Mahrez. Into the path of Haaland. Defended by Southampton. Rodri. One back from Stuart Armstrong. The difference in levels between these two teams is just so clear to see at the moment. As we pass the hour mark, half an hour remains. Here's Akanji. Just strides past Aribo, gets up the line for Mahrez. Back to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo switches for Ake. Rodri. Cancelo. Put in from Carl Walker-Peters at the expense of a Man City throw-in. Walker-Peters looks furious about. Bernardo Silva to Akanji. Diaz. Out to Cancelo on this near side. Inside for Rodri. Cancelo gets it back, having burst past James Ward-Prowse. Rolls it right to Kevin De Bruyne. 30 yards from goal here now. This is to Mahrez, who approaches the edge of the penalty area. So back to De Bruyne. First time cross. Haaland jumps. It's over him again. Rodri's touch to Akanji. Bernardo. Akanji. Ruben Diaz. Back out to Rodri on the left. It's Grealish. Rodri inside of Diaz. Ake. So impressive is the way City keep possession, and now De Bruyne is put through Haaland. Oh, he can't touch it around Bazunu. Good outstretched arm from the keeper to prevent the Norwegian his goal. Just not going for him today, Haaland. So patient from Man City. Just as I was saying it, they finally pick their moment to strike. De Bruyne rolls it through to Haaland. Absolutely terrifying pace from the big man. He can't quite touch it around Bazunu. Cancelo to De Bruyne. Grealish loses out to Aribo. No foul, says the referee. Chance for Southampton here now as they work up the line for Adams. First time cross straight into the arms of Edison. Bernardo Silva. Grealish. Bernardo. Mahrez on the right. That's Bernardo Silva. Akanji. Cancelo. Akanji to Rodri. Grealish. Cancelo. Grealish back to Cancelo. Oh, good 1-2 between he and De Bruyne. Cross for Haaland. He has his goal. Of course. Mr. Inevitable. There's almost a look of relief on his face as he makes it 4-0. He picks Cancelo up. He has been incredible today, João Cancelo. An assist to go with his goal. And a goal at last for Erling Haaland. It's 15-9 for him in the Premier League. And he might not be done today yet. And the Southampton side just looks so defeated. Great little triangle list between Grealish, De Bruyne and Cancelo on the left-hand side. That eventually sets Cancelo away to the byline. Cuts it back for Haaland. Light work for the Norwegian once he arrived on the scene. Through the legs of Bazunu. Southampton immediately lose out again from their kickoff. Edison rolls it out to Cancelo. Bernardo. Ake, Cancelo. Ake again. Ball into Theo Grealish. Took a nick from James Ward-Prowse as Southampton skipper won the ball there. Cancelo picks up on the long ball from Bazunu. I don't think a single one has found a player in black this afternoon. Ake. Cancelo. Rodri. Diaz. De Bruyne. Kanji. Into City's half with Mahrez. Or Southampton's half, should I say. Southampton try to come forward. Out again. It's Cancelo. Bournemouth have equalised against Leicester. Billing with the goal, assisted by Solanke. Purely for fantasy football purposes that I'm giving you all the history of every goal. Edison to Ake. I managed to miss a double substitution after the fourth goal, by the way, Manchester City, while they knocked the ball around. Double substitution for Manchester City, that is. For Southampton, sorry. Both the Armstrongs went off to be replaced by Gineppo and El Yanusi. City have just been passing it between the back three for some time. See, City have got 3 substitutes prepared. And they're going to get them on now. Let's make sure we don't miss these ones. Looks like Kevin De Bruyne is going to go off. Julian Alvarez is one of those players coming on. Google De Bruyne passed the captain's armband on to Riyad Mahrez, another player to go off. Ruben Diaz takes the armband. I think that's Cole Palmer coming on for Riyad Mahrez. Oh, that's 2 out of 3 confirmed anyhow. Oh, Gomez comes on for Cancelo, the third and final change for Manchester City. 20 minutes to go. Interesting that Haaland stays on then. Talking about them wanting to limit his minutes as much as possible. Perhaps the Norwegian isn't happy with just the 1 goal so far today. Was on quite an impressive run of 3 consecutive home hat-tricks. 2 to go today. Ball backed by Belakotchep to Bazunu. German receives it again. Keeper still outside his box, has to go long. Elyounoussi has been fouled. In fact, Elyounoussi has committed the foul on Ake, the high boot. Yeah, no malice from Elyounoussi as he goes to take that ball out of the air, but Ake's brought his head down to meet the ball first. Grealish. Gomez unleashed for his first touch of the ball here. Tries to fizz it to the edge of the box for Haaland. Cut out by Belakotchep. Diallo. Wood-Prowse. Belakotchep up the line, cut out by Ake. Already out of play, says the referee. For a Manchester City throw-in. Bournemouth now lead against Leicester, having been 1-0 down, now 2-1 up. Christie with the goal. Another Solanke assist. There's Akanji. Diaz to Ake. Grealish. Diaz. Akanji. Grealish. Gets it again from Palmer. Has he won the throw-in? Yes, he has. Man Palmer fancies himself to take this one. Gives it short though, gets it back. Bernardo Silva, long ball into the box. Bazunu claims. Gineppo can't get to the ball from Perraud. Back in possession again of City. Akanji. Diaz. Akanji again. Bernardo Silva, Akanji. Diaz to Ake. Ake long ball. Grealish can't get there before Bella Kotchap. Prowse spins well and works up the line for Che Adams. Can he touch it around Ake? No foul by Ake as Adams goes to ground. He sees the ball out for a Manchester City goal kick. Quarter of an hour left on the clock now. Rodri into the feet of Haaland. Grealish. Alvarez touches the Grealish again. Haaland. Get the ball under control in the first go. He has another one though, receives from Haaland. Receives from Grealish, sorry. Haaland's cross. Gineppo hooks it away. Okay. Wins in the air as Southampton try to clear. Good touch from Che Adams this. Ball still bouncing. Elyounoussi. Ward-Prowse to Adams. Now Walker-Peters. Ward-Prowse. Walker-Peters again. All the way back to Bella Kotchap. Bazunu. Salisu. Perro. Back to Salisu. Bernardo to Rodri. Haaland. Grealish. Oh, he skied it there. Big chance for Jack Grealish. Total lack of composure from him there, though. Haaland puts it through. He's in a great position, Grealish. One touch. Tries to shoot on his left foot. Gets it all wrong, blazes it over. City going to make another change here. Bernardo Silva goes off to be replaced by Lewis. Another young man getting a senior run out for City. In fact, City have a corner here. Bazunu must have made a save from the Grealish shot. Headed at the back post. Bounces just wide of the mark from Ake. Saints readying a change or two themselves as well. Walker-Peters has gone off. Replaced by Larios. And Aribo. To be replaced by Mara. Two of the young arrivals this summer at Southampton. One, of course, from Manchester City, Larios, the right back. You have to suspect that were the much liked Tino Livramento fit for selection, Kyle Walker-Peters' afternoon would have ended much sooner, as he has been targeted heavily by Manchester City this evening. Gomez for Grealish. Cow. Grealish gets it back again though. Obi's given it away. Elyounoussi. He can't get beyond Ake. Rodri rolls it to Edison. One kick from him, touched by Haaland. Bernardo Silva. Feeds it nicely into the path of Cole Palmer. Good footwork from him. Inside the box. Lewis. Oh, he can't work it through to Alvarez. Zunu's kick here. Or Prowse. Elyounoussi, Bella Kotchap. Back to Bazunu. Salisu's kick up the left flank. Can Gineppo get there? No. Diaz does. Alvarez. Haaland. Grealish. Good footwork. To Gomez on his left. Shot. Plenty of power, but wide of the mark. Zunu's kick. Ball rolled through to Edison. Okay. This one just petering out now. Tried to go down the left. He's been brought down by Che Adams. Not for the first time either. 4-1 to Newcastle. Now Almiron with the goal. Ball runs out there. Akanji, I think, let it go, but Southampton have a corner. Celebrating it like they've already scored. It's their first attacking set piece of the game. And to be fair, when you've got James Ward-Prowse on the side, you'd be forgiven for getting a little bit excited here. He whips it in, headed away by Ruben Diaz. Drops for a shot. And another. Wide of the mark. I think that's Perraud who's had to go. On the edge of the box. Yeah, it is. He's touched it down well. His initial volley is blocked by Rodri. He has another go that's blocked by Diaz, and then the third one is allowed through the crowd off target. Goal kick from City. They play out really impressively with a triangle there that Lewis brings the ball out of. He's got options over on the left. He's tried to feed it through to Alvarez on his right instead, and just too many black shirts over on that side. Could have used Haaland or Gomez over on the left. Grealish was there as well, excuse me. Switch from Palmer. It's way behind Sergio Gomez, that one. All that play for a throw-in on this near side. 5 minutes remain. Bazunu gives it to Salisu. It's closed down by Alvarez. Ward-Prowse. This looks a good ball. Elyounoussi's touch. Elyounoussi's shot. Dear oh dear. Sums up the afternoon for Southampton. That. He had a runner on his left, runner on his right. He's taken the shot and it's barely even rolled out for the goal kick. Got it all wrong there. Okay. Edison, back to Ake. Edison's just popped the ball out of play, looking for Sergio Gomez on his near side. Manchester City here extend their run to 16 unbeaten at home in the Premier League since losing to Tottenham Hotspur back in February. And they continue the even more impressive records that Southampton have never won here at the Etihad or the City of Manchester Stadium, as it was known before. Last Southampton away win against Manchester City all the way back in 2001. Can they claw one back, Southampton? No, as it's hooked away by Rodri. Just as Larios hooked a promising ball into the box. As soon as they threaten Southampton, the threat is gone again. Ball rolled out to the right here for Larios. Possession easily won from him. Here goes Foden. Not Foden, of course, Jack Grealish. Excuse me. Ball up the left for Gineppo here. Running at Lewis. The young man has just about done enough there, I think, and then the foul is made by Rodri. The referee says Southampton can play on here. Cross. Blocked by Akanji. Gone down holding his face. Referee will have to stop that as a head injury, will he not? No, he had a look. Yeah, no, Akanji's probably trying to just buy some time out of that one, but referee, rules are rules, should be stopping that one. He has prevented the quick throw in though as the ball goes out of play. Akanji is still down holding the side of his head. Perhaps the ball just struck him in the temple there. Oh, yes it does actually. That's some velocity. Blimey, 5-1 to Newcastle now against Brentford. Still 2-1 to Bournemouth against Leicester. And 2-0 Chelsea against Wolves. Palmer into the box for City. Good fake shot. And then goes at the near post. Bazunu makes the save. It's gone down as a Pinnock own goal for Brentford. For Newcastle. Armando Broja has scored for Chelsea against Wolves to make it 3-0 down. So Bournemouth v Leicester, the only one really. It's not a foregone conclusion at this point. Three minutes of stoppage time here at the Etihad. Gineppo. Diallo. Salisu, Diallo again. Closed by Lewis. Haaland gets the touch in. Lewis. Akanji. Rodri as well to hold off the challenge there. Alvarez. Can lead one more Manchester City attack perhaps. Palmer inside the box, shoots, blocks, falls back to him, crosses this time for Gomez. Oh, he tried to touch it back down to Haaland, just defended in the end. Gomez, Ake, Diaz, to Akanji, Alvarez, Palmer, to Lewis, Ake, Gomez, to blunder Foden, clear push in the back there by Bella Kotchap, is there? No. This isn't going to get it.